Hello, welcome back to part 2 of the minor maintenance. Now obviously last time it didn't go to plan. We had 2 wheel nuts that were refusing to budge. It was falling to darkness, and also it started to rain, so we called off carrying on the wheel swap. Now today we've been blessed with a lot of sun. It is quite cold outside, but we'll crack on and get it done. I did manage to use a breaker bar and undo the 2 wheel nuts. I'll attach a video shortly after this one. It was quite difficult. You may see it in the actual video where I'm pretty much moving the whole car backwards and forwards using the breaker bar trying to undo the wheel nuts. They did come loose, we did swap them, so we're all good, but I've still got to rotate the wheels. I'll also give you a quick tour of the vehicle. I'll do that next with a bit of commentary, but yeah, let's see what's in store. So here we are, the command seat as they call it, with the viewing position, which isn't so bad. We do have a dash cam fitted for obviously our own safety reasons. Now down here we've got a T-Max split charge system. This monitors both batteries. We've got a starter battery on the left and we have our leisure battery on the right. Ideal leisure battery, Optima yellow top. We use that for our fridge we have in the back, all the auxiliary lighting and phone charging, anything that we need without running the vehicle. We get about 3 to 4 days use out of it, usually with the fridge on a reasonably good setting. Keeps our food cold and whatnot. Over here we have a CB radio mic, and then we have our amber strobes. I will get a video of those in action shortly. Phone holders, nothing special. Security, down here we have our terrain response system. Over here, suspension up and down. We do have the car raised an extra inch over standard factory height. It does have that programmed in, and also had the 4-wheel alignment to adjust for that. Low range setting down here. We have a Bluetooth IID. Now this is ideal for any faults that we need to reset, or any calibration we may need to do, any updates we need to do to the vehicle or any of the modules. I think there is 24 modules, so there's a fair bit that can go wrong, but quite often it's relatively secure and doesn't. Down to our CB radio. We have down here, we have our CRT SS9900. It is 100 watts on sideband. I believe it's 30 watts on FM, and I believe it's 40 watts or 50 watts on AM. Ideal for green laning. Bit overkill to be fair, given that its range is quite a long way. We've had people coming in from as far as Spain or Italy over on transmitting. Down here, fire extinguisher, some lighting, and 2 UHF VHF radios. Ideal for rally that we use them for, or if we are green laning and need to leave the vehicle, one of us needs to scout ahead or whatnot sort of thing. Escape bar, in case we end up in an accident and we do need to cut ourselves out, or somebody else, we know where it is. And then the rest of the car's fairly standard. 2 child seats, a little bit more on this one shortly. Headed to the boot. One thing I did forget to mention is our auxiliary lighting and how it's all wired up to this switch panel here. Now, I had a lot of help from some good friends, including Andy Foster, who is our resident electrician. Gave me a lot of advice and a lot of help with wiring these in, given that I'd wired them in twice before and didn't have the exact result I'd wanted. I'll show you these on shortly. Now here's our exterior of our vehicle. You can see the 1-inch lift, definitely helps it in off-road height. Attached to the back we have a ProSpeed ladder. We have a WOW LED reverse light, we use or work light as it be. You can just about see the 2 amber strobes in CB aerial, spare wheel fitted to the roof, and an awning, 2.5 by 2.5 metre. We do have a second spare underneath. wind deflectors, tinted windows, your normal sort of stuff. Our awning itself, we have some Shire Fabrication 4x4 rock sliders. Now these are fantastic. The coating on them isn't that great. Fitted them in the field in the rain a couple of months, well, 2 years ago now, in the Adventure Overland show. One thing it did improve was this grip tape, putting it on the top, because when wet the powder coating's quite slippy, so adding this grip tape definitely helps. Moving on round to the front, you can see our range of combination flood and spotlights. We have the two spotlights on the outer sides and a combination flood and spot in the centre. Working our way around to the front. Down here in the grille we have amber strobes, required when at the rally or in the event of a breakdown or emergency. They're fairly useful, attracting people's attention. Some extra driving lights down here, just similar to the fog lights in terms of power. We do have a raised air intake, now not to be confused with a snorkel. This isn't a watertight system. It can be made watertight, however our electronics are just above the bonnet edge over here, so our ECUs are up there along with the battery. So realistically, if you've got water up to your windscreen, and I'm not talking about a puddle or a deep bow wave, I'm talking about a constant volume of water, you're already in trouble. Not to say it can't be adjusted and can't be fixed, it can, however it's probably not advisable. Under the bonnet we have our Exide EA1000 battery. That's our main starter battery, wired in round to our Optima Yellow Top. Now this big mess of wiring is my sort of work in progress of our fuse board, which runs to our switches on the inside, controls everything, and I thought this would be a good idea to have. To be fair, just slightly underneath you won't be able to see is the control module for the amber strobes. Now everything there works just as I want it to. It could look a bit neater, a bit tidier. We'll get to that at some point. The one thing to remember is this is a remapped vehicle. Standard is supposed to be 245 horsepower and now around 290 with about 720 newton meters of torque. So we've got both wheels off now. From the right hand side, again checking right the way around the edges for any damage. Now the part you can't see is on the inside. Now again, you're looking for any splits or cracks on the inside, because you don't want to have one of them or one of these tyres pop while you're doing 60-70 miles an hour. Also checking the edge of the rim for any damage. Right, let's get them back on. So our wheels are now swapped, both in good condition. Just need to adjust tyre pressures, re-torqued up the wheels. I would, if anyone else was doing this, go for a 15 or 10 mile drive, recheck your wheel nuts, torque, make sure they're still tight. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put tools away, and then I'll give you a quick show of the boot. So here's our boot of our Discovery 4. Now we have our Engel 45 fridge freezer, very low draw compressor fridge, about 3 to 4 days power out of a Optima Yellow Top, just keeping everything cool. Cans of Coke, beers, ciders, whatever you want. It's a normal fridge freezer, but very quiet, very efficient. We have a set of waterproofs on top. Now these are great for when you do have an issue or you are in very severe weather. Keep your clothes dry, very important. Further on into the back, we've got a spade, shovel, pretty self-explanatory. We do have an emergency beacon which is removable. We can put that on the side of the road or attach it to something. Fire extinguisher, again, self-explanatory. Set of jump leads, where are we? Set of jump leads. Set of jump leads, ideal. Always ideal to keep a set of these in your car. Another recovery beacon. Some paracord and a orange high-vis for the marshal and the rally. Now we do have an umbrella as well here. Down underneath you can see a selection of tools and liquids. Not all cars are infallible. Discovery 4 has faults just like Defenders and Discoveries. Now probably get a lot of flack for having a Discovery or a modern vehicle, electric vehicle for overlanding and off-roading, mainly because there's a lot that can go wrong. However, not much does go wrong, touch wood. All vehicles have faults. Defenders, Discoveries, Hiluxes, Jimneys, Land Cruisers, they all have faults. It's a personal preference on which vehicle you want to own and drive and repair. Some good, some bad, some worse, some not so bad. However, you can only fix what you can fix, and you can only fix permanently if you have parts. So if you have a diff go, or a transfer box, or a gearbox go in a Defender 90 in Morocco or the Pyrenees, it's the same as having a Discovery gearbox go. Alright, yeah, it's going to cost you a bit more to get your Discovery repaired, recovered, whatnot. However, it's the same fault. No drive is no drive, doesn't matter what vehicle you own. There's no better one, better than the other. They all have faults. Where we were in Germany, heading down from Nürburgring down to Neuschwanstein Castle, we were doing about 120 miles an hour on the Autobahn, fully loaded up, fully kitted up, cruise control on, heated seats, radio on, comfort. That was with all terrains on. Now you can go to mud terrains and you will lose a lot of comfort regardless of air suspension. However, you can't do that in a Defender 90 or others. Not to say that they're any better. Horses for courses. If you are in Africa, you are far away from most civilization, you probably are better with a Defender 90. There's an engine and that's about it. A few electrics. There's not much else. Not to say that your Discovery will go wrong, however, you are more likely to have less issues on a Defender 90. Not to say you won't have them, not to say you will have them, just a fact. Now, there is another thing I do want to show you down here. We have, oh, camera's got a bit messy. We have a power panel designed by my friend Andrew Foster. I don't know whether you can see it properly. It has voltage indicator for the leisure battery. It has a boot light, which is behind the fridge, and a rear work light, which is on a three-way switch or two-way switch, one to the front and one to the back. So this can be activated from the driver's seat without me having to leave the vehicle. It also has two 12-volt cigarette lighter ports and a twin high-speed USB port. The other thing I've not mentioned is we do carry a first aid kit. Obvious reasons, things can and do go wrong at the worst and best of times. Best to keep hold of one. And that's about it, folks. Thanks. I will hopefully record another video shortly. I will record one of our equipment, our 10TP, our Hellfell stove, and other essentials or items that we have for overlanding or greenlaning, holidaying, adventuring. There is one other thing. We have fitted a second baby seat. This is due to the arrival of our baby due in 5 days time. So it's another adventure. It's someone else to bring along with us for our journeys, and well, we're quite excited, but I don't know when the next video will be. A few weeks hopefully, so we'll let you know how it goes. Bye. So I hope that you enjoyed our little trip around the car and what kit we have. This is more of a general day-to-day layout. We don't normally carry a lot of stuff around the houses, as it were. However, when it does come to overlanding, we do carry some more stuff. Now I'm going to set up the car in the next few days, next few weeks. I will set it up for overlanding, and I will show you exactly what we carry and the reason why we carry it. Some may say overkill, some may not. I'm hoping we can get some good feedback on things I could change, improve, or reasons on why we have it, why other people don't have it. I do intend to set up the 10TP at some point and give you a tour of that fully set up. However, I'm just trying to find the right location for filming it because it's not exactly ideal around here at the moment. Now, there is a reason why there was a second baby seat in the car. We are due another baby very, very shortly. So filming may take a back seat for a week or two, hopefully, and then we'll be back to normal with another member of our travelling family. Right, bye for now. Lastly, I do want to say a massive thanks to some friends. Andrew Foster for the power panel and the wiring help. He's always great for help and advice regarding mods and whatnot, especially wiring ones. And Luke Birchall for the wheel nuts. I was about to go and buy some, but he's just recently changed wheels, so had some spare. Thank you.